Captain Jack stood on the bridge of his ship, the Salamander. The Salamander wasn't much to look at. She was a patchwork of salvaged parts and mismatched armor plating, but she was tough and reliable. Jack knew every bolt, every weld. The Salamander was his home, his sanctuary. That's what mattered to Jack. Jack had assembled the crew of the Salamander personally, a ragtag group of outsiders. Each member brought their own unique skills and quirks, making them an unpredictable yet formidable team. First mate Maya, a whiz with engines, could coax more speed out of the Salamander than any engineer Jack had ever met. She was fearless, always ready to face danger with a wrench in one hand and a sly grin on her face. Then there was Ben, the muscle, a giant of a man with a gentle heart and a booming laugh. Ben was just as capable with his fists as he was the ship's cannons, able to hit targets with cat-like reflexes. Jack often wondered if it was actually a Margay. Rounding out the crew was Kira, the comms specialist. Quiet and observant, she had a knack for picking up whispers in the void. Kira's sharp mind and quick wit had saved them from more than one close call. They were a family, bound by loyalty, trust, and a shared love for the freedom the open stars offered. They had faced down pirates, outrun lawmen, and navigated treacherous nebulae together. They were the best in the business, and they had each other's backs, always. Jack had chosen this mission carefully. After sustaining heavy losses last time, Jack had bided his time. There would be no room for error this time. Counselor Tyven, a respected arms dealer within the criminal network, needed passage to the gathering. The bi-yearly summit of criminality. She eyed their ship with disdain.
This vessel is what you propose to entrust my safety to, Captain?
Don't let the paint job fool you, Counselor. The Salamander's got teeth. We'll get you there safe and sound, that's a promise. Tyven's safety was paramount. Every precaution was taken to ensure her well-being. The underworld climate was tense, with factions vying for power and influence. The galaxy teetered on the brink of gang warfare, with alliances shifting and trust eroding. Tyven had risen to the top that had raised eyebrows, making her a target. Her power and influence threatened those who thrived on conflict. Kira picked up whispers of a plot against Tyven. Jack shared his concerns. His experience told him this mission was different. We gotta be extra careful this time. Every step we take must be calculated. Tyven's got a target on her back. We can't afford any mistakes, Dot. And someone out there wants her dead. We need to stay vigilant. The crew nodded, their faces grim. They knew failure was not an option. They were the Salamander crew, a team forged in the fires of adversity. And they would face whatever came their way, together. United, they were stronger. Section 5. A rocky departure. The docking bay bustled with activity as the Salamander prepped for departure. Engineers and technicians scurried around, making last-minute adjustments. The air crackled with anticipation. Every crew member felt the weight of the mission ahead. This was no ordinary mission, it was a high-stakes journey. Jack ran through the pre-flight checklist with Maya, ensuring every detail was perfect. His voice firm despite the tension. He couldn't afford any mistakes. With a final thumbs up from Maya, Jack ignited the engines. The Salamander roared to life. The docking clamps released and the ship began to move. With a surge of power, the Salamander accelerated, leaving the space station behind. They blasted off into the endless expanse of space, the stars stretching out before them. The journey had begun. The vast unknown lay ahead. Section 6. Unease in the void. The vast emptiness of space stretched out before them. Days bled into nights, broken only by the hum of the engines. Despite the calm, tension crackled in the air. Even Tyven couldn't mask her unease. The threat hung over them like a shroud. Her silence was more unnerving than any alarm. Anything, Kira?
Nothing yet, but it's too quiet.
Section 7. Pirates. Her words proved prophetic. The silence was shattered by the piercing wail of the proximity alarm. Red alert lights bathed the cockpit in an eerie glow.
We've got company, Captain. 3 bogies closing fast. Signatures match known pirate vessels.
Shields up, man your battle stations. The salamander shook violently as laser fire ripped through space, narrowly missing its hull. The pirates were relentless, their attacks testing their defenses. Jack expertly maneuvered the ship, dodging and weaving through the onslaught. Maya kept the shields up, deflecting energy blasts and reinforcing weak points. Kira jammed their communications, sowing confusion among the attackers. The salamander, battered but not broken, emerged from the firestorm. The pirates, outmatched and outsmarted, were in full retreat. Despite the victory, the atmosphere remained solemn. They had survived the encounter. The fight had taken its toll, but they had won.
That was too close stop. But those pirates picked the wrong ship to mess with.
The rest of the journey passed without incident. The shadow of the pirate attack lingered, a stark reminder of the ever-present danger. But it also solidified the bond between the crew and their passenger.
I must admit, Captain, your ship has character.
Character she's got in spades, Counselor. With Tavan safely delivered, the salamander and her crew were free to roam the vast expanse of space, their reputation further enhanced. As they charted a course for their next adventure, the setting sun cast long shadows across the cockpit. Jack felt a sense of satisfaction. Maya approached Jack.
You got away with that one.
I never doubted it.
You keep pushing the boundaries.
The salamander with this crew is unmatched.
I told you after the last mission. You keep pushing and you will need a new first mate.